Hello, welcome to Stampin' by Hannah. Thank you for joining me today on a Friday. I'm so excited that you've joined me. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the UK, and today I have some really fun card ideas using designer series paper. Now, Stampin' Up's designer series paper is top quality. It is thick, it doesn't crease when you score it, it's fabulous, and there are heaps and heaps and heaps of different packs and designs and all sorts. However, we are coming up, today is Friday the 6th of April, something like that. Yes, the 6th of April. I go to On Stage, which is the Stampin' Up demonstrator event tomorrow, where they will launch the new annual catalogue. Now, the new annual catalogue comes out in June, but most of the designer series paper we've got now will be retired. So if you like any of the designer series paper that's currently on the Stampin' Up website, click over now. The link is in the down bar below. Go and check them all out and grab your favourite packs sooner rather than later, because once the retiring list goes live next week, they will sell out. I can almost guarantee that, particularly the popular ones. So I have already blogged 3 fabulous cards using designer series paper this week. This was my card from Monday, and if I'm organised there will be a link up here that will take you to this video. It uses the Picture Perfect Party designer series paper, which is my stamp of the month in my Stamp of the Month club this month, and I love it. It's fabulous. Look at those photo real ribbon. Fabulous, love that. This one was my card from Tuesday. It uses the Oh So Eclectic stamp set and the Naturally Eclectic designer series paper. Love that too. I might even grab another pack of that because I think it's fabulous. And this is my Inspire Create Challenge post from Wednesday. And our theme this time was masculine cards, and I hate making masculine cards. Can I put that out there? I don't know about anybody else, but I really struggle with them. But actually, this is the True Gentleman Suite, which is in the Spring Summer catalogue, and it makes beautiful, beautiful men's cards. I have another one, in actual fact, that was James's birthday card that's coming to you next Tuesday, so keep your eye out for that, because I love that. This paper's stunning. It helps, actually, that it's Tranquil Tide, which might be one of my favourite colours of all time. Possibly. Just, yeah, maybe. So, the designer series paper I've got today is called Delightful Daisy, and it's this piece. This might be the most photographed piece of designer series paper from this year's annual catalogue. I think this particular pattern has been on like every project, but I love it. It's pretty. So, and I haven't made the card already. I have. This is what I've started to do. I shouldn't share this with you, but I'm going to anyway. This is my card design. Can you see? Yep, it makes no sense. I've got another one up there for Monday's post as well. Because that's yeah. I've got a card already and I'm going to step it up on Monday. But the new design is currently on a post-it note on my wall. So, as well as the designer series paper, I have pre-cut 2 squares, 1 stitched and 1 plain, 1 in white, 1 in crumb cake. I've got a piece of crumb cake cardstock, a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and some Daffodil Delight. Crumb cake and Daffodil Delight ink. This, which is the double stitched ribbon, in, I think, Daffodil Delight, although it's brighter than Daffodil Delight, so I don't know. And I've got 2 stamp sets. Actually, I've got a stamp set, which is the Picture Perfect Birthday, because I want to make a birthday card, so it's got a happy birthday in it. And then I've also got the Delightful Daisy, or Daisy Delight Bundle, which is the stamp and the punch. Now, if you buy them together, you save 10% over buying them separately. So, you know, you want them, so get them together. That's the way I see it. So, save yourself 10% and buy them together. Right. I haven't, like I said, I've designed this card kind of in my head. It's on a post-it note. Shall we start creating? Because I'm already at 5 minutes nearly and I haven't made anything yet. So, I'm going to move all this out of the way and bring in my Stampin' Trimmer. And this card is going to go from, we're going to do a start to finish today. So, piece of A4 cardstock, and the way I do all my card bases is I insert them in long side at the top, and I take it to 14.85 and I score. And then I turn it around so I've got the short side at the top, and I cut at 10.5. And I've now got 2 card bases in a flash. put one away because I don't need it. I'm then going to take my piece of Whisper White and I'm going to cut it to, normally I would cut at 14.3, which would give me the perfect mat for my card. But I'm not going to do that today. So I'm going to take 14.3, 13.3, 12, 11.3 I think, which is a 3.5 centimetres smaller than my card front. Which actually might be a bit too small for my... Yeah, that's going to be too small for my squares. So let's start that again. I'm going to go for 12.3. No, 13.3. Let's go 13.3 and we'll cut this one at 9. Then, is that better? Yeah, that's better. So, move all that out of the way. And then I cut my piece of Designer Series paper so it layers with that mat. So that is going to be 12.8. Was it 9? You see, my brain is not working by 8.5. And that is how I get my perfect mats. You see? So it's this piece of Designer Series paper is 0.5 centimetre shorter and narrower, and you get the perfect border. Love that. So, next thing, I have the daisy stamp already on my block. I'm going to take Daffodil Delight ink and I'm going to ink this up and I'm going to stamp it twice. 1, 2. Just like that. And then I'm going to take my Daisy Delight punch, and this is one of those punches that doesn't matter which way round you insert it because they are exactly the same all the way around, but you do need to make sure that you've got a petal at the bottom. And when I very first got this punch back last May time, April, May, I kept looking at it going, it doesn't look right. That isn't a daisy, is it? It doesn't look right. No, because you need 2. Yeah, you need 2 so it looks right. Hold on a second. Let's get this lined up. Like that. Punch. And then you layer the 2 together, kind of offset, so you've got... And then suddenly it all comes clear and it looks like a daisy. Oh, you know how long it took me to realise to work that bit out? It took a long time. So I'm actually not going to use crumb cake ink. I want Night of Navy. Night of Navy, and I've got the happy birthday sentiment from that Picture Perfect birthday, and this is in photopolymer so you can see it's really clear. Stamp that in the bottom of that square, and I'm going to start to layer this card together. So let's get all this sorted. Right, card base in half, like that, and I'm going to take this piece of Whisper White and this piece of Designer Series paper and we're going to layer them and adhere them together. So I've got my snail adhesive. You don't need heaps and heaps of snail, just a little bit in all 4 corners. It is a fabulous adhesive, it sticks really, really well. I am almost sure though that we're going to have some new glue coming in the new catalogue, just because they've retired Fast Fuse. So if I actually not even sure now, if it's still in stock there will still be some available, but they're not restocking, so if it might have sold out. It's something I've not kept an eye on. I will admit I just haven't had a chance. So, snail on the back of that piece of Whisper White, and I'm going to adhere that into the middle like so. I'm then going to pop some snail on the back of that stitched square, and that's going to layer up with this square. Now the square in crumb cake has been cut with the layering squares framelets, and the Whisper White square is cut in with the stitch shapes. they layer together beautifully, so you end up with a straight edge and then a stitched edge, and the layering squares also have a scalloped edge square, and they look very, very nice together. So that is that. Now then, a little bit of snail on the back of one of the daffodils. Daffodils? That's not a daffodil, is it? Definitely not a daffodil. That would be a daisy. It's because it's in Daffodil Delight. My brain isn't really functioning very well at the moment. I've had 2 weeks of annual leave for my day job, and I've spent 2 weeks stressed to hell because I am so behind with business things, and I also I've got stuff to do for the weekend, so that I had not started before, not at all, which was really bad, and I should have done, but I just hadn't had a chance. So I've curved all of those. I've played with the daffodils so that all the petals kind of stick up, and I just do that with my fingers. I'm going to pop that onto that square, and I'm going to pop the square up with dimensionals. My absolute favourite adhesive. I've used so many dimensionals recently. Gone through packs and packs and packs of them. I go through phases. Everybody else does. I'm sure other crafters are the same, where you use one thing lots for ages, and then suddenly you stop and you don't use it anymore, and then it kind of sparks you back again, and you go, oh, I really liked that, let's try that again. So they're like that, and I haven't used my ribbon, but I've got ribbon out and it's not on my, there's no ribbon on there, so I haven't used it. I'm blaming the post-it note. So to finish off, this daisy has a little stamp that goes in the middle, but instead of that, I did get it out and it is on the block. Okay, so I grabbed the pack of gold faceted gems instead of the stamp that goes in the middle of the daisy, and my camera is doing that funny thing again where it likes to just randomly turn off, because no, I haven't got around to buying myself a new camera yet. Right, so that is a quick and easy, quite simple way to use a fabulous piece of designer series paper. Thank you ever so much for joining me. Don't forget, there's loads of ideas with more designer series paper over on my blog. I'm going to try, one of the things I'm going to try is making Pinterest boards of kind of fun card making ideas. So I might put one together of loads of cards with designer series paper. If I get to that before Friday, because today's Wednesday, I might not get there. If not, I will let you know. So do go and check over go and check my Pinterest. Don't forget, anything you've seen in any of my videos can be purchased in my online store. Link is in the down bar below, or you can click on the blog post link, which is also down there, and that will take you to the blog post for this project and the links for all the products in this card that I've made today. But there will be links there as well for these cards that I've already shared this week. They're also on my blog. If you scroll right to the bottom of a blog post, there's always a great big bit at the bottom that shows you exactly what I've used on each card, so you can purchase them too. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.